Hi, welcome back. In our last video, we discussed about authentication part of the project. In this video, I am going to teach about the CRUD generator tool. CRUD stands for create, read, update, delete. We already saw CRUD creation in manually. Now in this video, I am going to teach how to create the CRUD using by the tool. CRUD generated by the tool. So let's go to the Google and simply type Laravel CRUD generator. Here this one. So simple type Laravel CRUD generator. Now you can see the second link. You can see app zcoder. This tool which given by GitHub. So here this tool app zcoder. If you click on this one, app zcoder CRUD generator. Now here you can go below of the tool. You can see the requirements. This requirement is we don't need them at the moment because we have installed Laravel 9. So they are telling Laravel version greater than 5 point. Okay, if you generate this CRUD generator tool, you must install the Laravel version greater than 5. After that, the PHP version also greater than 5.6. Now if you want to check the PHP version, what is the version you have installed, you go to the run, type cmd. Here you have to type PHP version, press enter key. At the moment you are installed PHP 8. So we don't need any problem over here. At the moment let's close it. We have to check them. Right, that's the requirement they asked. Right. After that you can see the installation and everything here. How to install the CRUD generator here. You have to using this command. So here go to the detailed document. Here documentation. You go through the detailed documentation. Click on this link. Now here you can see here the documentation. You can see the 6 options. Here installation. So you click on the installation. Here it will be giving the instruction how to install the CRUD generator. Composer required app zcoder CRUD generator dev. I just copy this one. Control C to copy. Back to my project. This is my project. My project is running. Control C to stop the project. I am going to stop it. Right. Now here I am going to, what's the code I copied from here? I just copied from here and paste it here. And press enter key on your keyboard. Here the CRUD generator tool is download and install on your machine. You have to wait until the installation completed. You have to wait until the installation completed. Now you can see the CRUD generator tool installation has been completed successfully. I'll see you in my next lecture. Hi, welcome back. In our last video tutorial, we saw how to install the CRUD generator tool. Let's continue our tutorial. So here, after install the CRUD generator tool, we have to publish the tool. So we have to use this one, PHP artisan vendor publish. So just copy this one. Back to my project. Here I just paste it. and press enter key on your keyboard. Right, it will be done. After that, what I am going to do is I am going to create the tables. We have to create the tables. So here it goes to the database folder. There will be the folder inside the database migration. Here I am going to create the tables. So how to create the tables? We have a simple code. So you can go back. Here you can see here usage. Click on the usage. You can see here CRUD command. Use this single command to create your controller, view and models using by this single command. So I am going to explain the command php artisan CRUD :generate. Here you have to specify the table name. What is the table you are going to create? At the moment I am going to create the table students table. So here instead of host we have to change the name as students. After that you can see here these are fields. There's a separate ones fields. Fields, these are database columns. What are the columns you are going to create? So you have a in student management system name, address, phone number. These are the columns I am going to create. So here in the example, so here title string, contents text. This is the column name. This is the data type. This is a column name. This is the data type. This code for when you work with the drop down box, you have to work this code. At the moment we are not going to work with the drop down box over here. So we don't need this one. So here after that you can see the rest of the code. View, path, admin. So here controller. So here this is the controller creation part. This is a view creation. This is a controller creation part. You can see here controller namespace. So your controller is create the same thing. Your controller is creating where we already studied. Inside the app folder there is a folder which is a HTTP. Inside the HTTP we have a folder name which is a controller. Inside the controllers folders all the controllers would created. So here app HTTP controllers. Inside the controllers folder there is a separate folder we have created admin. Inside the admin folder our controller is creating. Okay, here inside the controller folder we have additionally one folder will be created, that is a admin folder. After that route, group admin, form helper. Okay, this is the simple command used to create controller, view and models and routes for the single command. Let's copy this command and we will modify it. Right, let's paste it over here. Here I already modified this one, right? So I will modify it. So what are the columns we have? We have name, address, this is a telephone, this is a mobile. So let's modify it. You can say modify it. PHP artisan CRUD generate. What is the table you are going to create? Students table. So I am going to name it as students. Perfect. What are the fields I am going to create? These are the 4 fields I am going to create. So we don't need the mobile, this one. So we only name, address, telephone. So here title, this one I am going to change it as a name, the data type as string. After that second one I am going to change it as address. Address also I am going to change the data type as string. After that, this drop down we no need them, we get rid of these lines, just delete them, we no need them, delete them, that's it. Now here you can see the single quotation here. If the field start with the single quotation, close with the single quotation. So here instead of the single quotation we have to change it as a double quotation. Then only this command work. Okay, you have to make it as a double quotation. That's it. That's the thing we have to do it. Name, address, we have another column we have to create, that is a telephone. So you have to telephone. Okay, we are not going to do any validation part over here, so we have to make it as string, this also string data type. That's it. Okay, that's it. Okay, name, this is the column name, this is a data type. Name, this is a data type string, address data type string, telephone number data type string. That's it. After that, the view, path, admin, control, this all the you keep as it is. We are not going to change anything else. This is the only thing we should change it. Only the column name we have to change it. The single command. So name, address, telephone. These are the three fields are there. So let's copy this. Now let's copy this command. Control C to copy. Back to our VS Code editor. This is a VS Code editor. I clear all the things, right? So let's paste it and press enter key on your keyboard. Now here all the things works. Here the controller has been created. Here you can see here the one single command, you can see here controller, here controller has been created, controller created, model has been created, so migration has been created. Here all the things created by the single command. Okay, now let me go and check it. Okay, first we are going to check the controller first. So go to the app folder. Inside app folder, there will the folder called HTTP. Inside the HTTP folder, the controller. You can see here the additional folder inside the controller folder. We have created another folder which is admin. Inside the admin folder, we have a student controller. It will be created successfully. You can see here. It will be created successfully. Yeah, it will be created successfully. Perfect. Right. Now what I am going to do is, after that, what I am going to here, another things, we'll check the model. Model is created or not. So let's go to the app folder. Inside the app folder, you can see here there is a models. If you click here, the student model is created. Here model is created. Here all the columns will be created successfully. Right. After that, what I am going to do is we tested the migration part. So let's go to the migration. So migration, we have to run the command. So we will be PHP artisan migrate. So you type PHP. So we have created this stuff. You have to migrate the table. So PHP artisan migrate. Right. Migrated successfully. Create the students table. Here migrated successfully. Right. Now let's go to the database. Inside the database, after done the stuff, this controller and models, you have to migrate them. Then only the table is created. Okay, you have to run the migration command. So PHP artisan migrate. Now you can see here the migration is done. Okay, the migration is done. You can check it inside the database folder. There is a folder which is a migration. You can see the files. Student, this one here, students table. Here you can see here. All things are done. That the ID should be created automatically, incremented. We no need to worry about that. Okay, perfect. We have done this stuff well. I hope you guys understood so far. I'll see you in my next lecturing. Hi, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to teach about the difference between manual CRUD application Another one is a CRUD generator tool, CRUD application. These two controller section I am going to discuss. So first we have a look at this CRUD section. This CRUD application we are written the codes. So you can see the controller section, student controller. We already we done these exercises in our last CRUD application project. So student controller, it has index function, create function, store function, show function, edit, update and destroy. This all the function will be implemented in our student controller CRUD application. This code we are written ourselves. Okay, we are written this CRUD application. These all things we are written. Other hand, if we are look at the other hand, this code generated by CRUD generator tool. We are not written. We are not going to return this all the source code. This all the source code which will be generated automatically. That is the power of CRUD generator. Let's go to the documentation here. Here you have to type the single command which will be created model view architecture. Now if you look at the CRUD generator tool, here the single command you can see here php artisan CRUD colon generate. Now here you can see this is the, you have to specify the table name, right? You have to specify the table name. You have to use yes here, courses, teachers, students. You have to use with s keyword. You have to use the plural. Okay, yes. Here you have to specify the fields. What are the fields you have to create it? So I need in the course table course name, syllabus and duration. So you have to type along with the data type. So here you have to implement the columns name with the data type look like this. This is the column name. This is a column name. You have to create the column name. First column is a name, course table. First column is a name. The ID should be auto increment. We no need to put over here. It automatically generated. Rest of the column we have to write it. What are the columns we need? Course table. We have a name. The data type will be string. After that syllabus. The another column. Data type is a string. The third column will be duration. Data type will be integer. So we have to specify the column name. What are the columns? Course table as name, syllabus and duration. We have a 3 columns along with the ID. ID should be auto increment. We don't need to write here. It automatically created once we run the command. Right. Now you can see here after that view, this is a view section. The view section, the view is created. Okay, view path admin. What is this admin mean here? You all the views created, course, teachers, badges and enrollment, all things are created. Inside the views folder, there will be the folder which is a admin. Views folder, there is another folder which is a admin. Inside the admin folder, we have created your all views. The same thing happening in the controller as well. Controller also created by inside the admin folder. That's the thing it will be mentioned over here. This is a namespace here. Controller namespace admin. It will be, your controller will be created inside the admin folder. Right? Right? After that, it's a routes, group, admin. After that, you can see here the route also we have to access the route. We have to write the admin. Okay, admin slash what is the route. Okay, admin slash what is the route. Here you can specify the routes. Admin folder slash. If you have a route called student controller, it will be goes to the student controller. Teachers controller, teachers controller. You have to write like this. Now here is a form helper HTML. This is simple command. Okay, if it is a students, you have to write here the table name students. Okay, students table. Fields you have to write name string. After that, address string. If there is age string. If it is a age integer. After that, if there is another column which is called as mobile number, so you write mobile number integer. After that, this all the codes are the same thing. It will be created inside the admin folder. Controller also created inside the admin folder. That's the thing. Rest of the things you have to write like this. Simply, your model view architecture has been created. Very simple. Rather than we have to return writing the single command which will help you to create the model view architecture, very simple way. After done the stuff, you have to run this command php artisan migrate. Then only your table has been updated in our MySQL database. Right. Now let's back to our codes. Right. Now you can see here, after your CRUD generator tool, after you have run the CRUD generator tool, your model view architecture, all the things are created. Now let's look at the controller section. Now you can see here the different. Here this is the controller which will be created. This code we have written. We have an index function. The same index function you can see our the CRUD generator tool as. Here the same index function. Right. So here we have another parameter we are passing here request. After that, we have to create the variable keyword request get search. What is the value you are searching? What is the value you are searching? It will go to the keywords. This variable it will be storing. Now here the second line, the pagination, defaultive they are set it as 25. How many data should be shown as our table here, right? So here it will be go above this range 25 above 26, it will be show the pagination numbers. Here you can give any values. In our last exercise we gave as 5. Here also you have to put here as 5 instead of 25. You have to change it as 5. Right. So here it started. This is the search criteria. How the search work. Not empty keyword. Keyword means what is the value you are searching. It will be assigned with the keyword variable. The keyword variable is not empty. It goes to the else part and display the pages. If the search is available, so here if you are type any data over here. Here if you have John, here we have only record. That's why I show. If you have 5 records, if you have type the name, it will be displaying the it will be displaying the person data. The matching data will be displayed on the table. So here that's the things we have written here. So if you are typing the name of address and telephone number, you can search these 3 things. You can search by name, address or telephone number. Here take the example of name. If you type the name, how to search is it will be passing the model, student model. The model is the part where I communicate with the database and search the record. What's the name you are typing on the text field? It will be communicate with the model and get the data from the model and assign to the matching records into this variable. It will be passing the searching record will be passing to the students variable. Right? The search part will be you can search by name, address and telephone number. That's the thing we have written over here. Right. After that you can see the else part is there. The person not searching the record here. This should be empty. So we are not doing here this one. It's simply it's one getting the records. Here it will be here student latest pagination, how many pages I display, 25 pages, and it will be passing to the it will be getting the record from the model. Here student model, it getting the record from the model along with the pagination and passing to the variable student. After that it will return to the view admin student index. So here in the views folder there will be the folder here created, which is the admin folder. Students, there will be the folder. Inside the admin folder there is another folder which is the students. Inside the student folder we have an index page, right? After that compact, here this one should be there. It will be loaded along with this students variables values, right? So here when the index method call, it getting all the student table data, it loading it will be getting the data via the model and passing to the students variable. So the students variable you are passing to the here come inside the compact. When the index page is loaded, it loaded along with the student details. It is passing to the views. The same thing here you can see here. This here in our index function is written by the simple way. Here also the same thing is here latest. You can see the latest. Load all the data and passing to the students. It will giving to the variable. The same thing. After that you can see here. This one here I am going to show you. Here this kind of application. You can see here. Go to the resources folder. Views. Inside the views you can see there is the additional folder which will be created, the admin folder. Inside the admin folder all the views folders are there, right? So the same thing here, you can go to the apps folder. Inside the app folder HTTP folder. Inside the HTTP folder there is a folder called controller. Inside the controller folder there is another folder which is admin. Inside the admin folder where all the controllers files should be generated, right? This is the way CRUD generator is generated. Very simple, right? Now you have an idea. Now after that the second function will be the create. Here the create function also the same thing. Return view, the view when you click the create function, create, so it goes to the create page. It will be return view. My create page is resided on inside the admin folder. Inside the admin folder there is a folder which is students. Inside the students folder we have a page, create page. Let me look at the folder structure. You can see the views folder. This is admin. Inside the views folder we have an admin folder. Inside the admin folder we have a views. So inside the admin folder we have views. These are the views. So here you can see the student creates. Here student. So views, inside there is an admin folder. Inside the admin folder there is another folder which is students. So students folder we have a create page, create.play.php, right? So students, admin, students. Inside the student folder we have a views. Very simple way. Okay, admin. So here admin folder. This folder, views folder, we are not returning. Only return admin folder. Inside the admin folder, students folder. Inside the students folder we have a page which is a create. Very simple, right? After that, this is a very good standard. They are the CRUD generator codes are very standard codes. So after that you can see the third function is a store function. The store function is here. You can see here, this is the store function we are written ourselves. Okay, what are the values? They are fill of the form and click the submit button. It coming to all the data here request. This already I explained. It receiving the data, all the data we are receiving and passing to the variable students. After that we have to store the records via the model. So the model, it has a method which is create. What are the data you are what is the request you are getting? All the data you are getting the request variable you are passing here. Given to this variable you are passing here. What are the data you are receiving? You are passing here. So if you are calling student colon create, it will be create the record. This record will be when you click submit button, the new data will be created. After that, it redirect to the student index page. Student index means it will be redirected to the student folder index page. The same thing here as well. You can see here retrieving the data here. The request variable, it passing the data, get all the data. Okay, if it is a form, name, address and phone number, type the user, click submit button, it comes to the request and getting all the data. If you call all the form data it's getting and passing to the request data variable. After that, it will be saving. You are calling the model name which is student create method. After that, what are the value you are storing? All the records value will be assigned to the which variable? Request variable. We are passing over here. Now, if we are write like this, it will be your new data will be created. Right? Your new entry will be created. After they return to the, after save the record, it will be returned to the, here we redirect admin, inside the admin folder students along with the flash message student. That's it. Very simple. This code will be generated by our CRUD generator tool. Admin students. That's it. Right. So here folder name is students. Right. After that, you can see here the third function will be show function. Here you can see the show function. Here this code we have written. Here this show function, this is generated by the CRUD generator tool. So let's look at the difference. So here if you look at the code we have written. So here what is the ID what is the data you are going to view, get the ID, and what's the ID coming here, and find the record from the model. So here there is a find method which is help you to find the matching records from the model. What is the ID coming here? The appropriate record, according to the record, matching record will be finding from where model. What's the model? Which is a student model, and find the matching record. After that, after found, it will be assigned to the variable students. After that, it will be show in which page? Show page. So return view student folder show page. It will be returned along with this variable. This variable we have to passing here. Here this variable you are passing here. It is passing here. It will be goes to the student page along with this variable records. What is the ID you are receiving? According to the matching record will be find from the models and assigned to the variable students. It will be calling here. It will be goes to that particular page which is show page. Apart from the other hand, there is a show method in CRUD generator tool. It generated by automatically. So you can see here the same thing. Show function's ID. What's the ID you are receiving? It is passing to here. Here you can see we are written here find method. In our code we written find method. But other hand, which is CRUD generator tool, if you look at the code, find or fail. They are generated find or fail. Because this both are same, but they are written here find or fail. This method used to find the record from the model and get the matching record from the model and passing to the variable student. After that, it will be shown to the which page? Return view inside the admin folder there is a student folder. Student folder there is a page which is a show page. It will be show page along with this values, this student value. It will be show on that page. That's it. Very simple. Compact. What is the value you are assigning? This value you are give it here. Then only it goes to this page, student show page along with these values. It will be passed into the that particular page. That's how the show method works. This is not that much of different. Both are same. The simple difference are there. Right. Now let's look at the edit. Edit is also the same. What is the record you are going to edit? Click on the edit button. It receiving the ID. The same thing. Receiving the ID. Find the record from the model and assign to the variable. After that, it will return to the view student edit page. What is the matching IDs? What is the matching record will be passed into the student variable. It will be, you can call it here. So it will be open up the editable page along with this matching values. The same thing the edit page also. Here you are calling the find method. Here we are calling the get generator tool is find or find method. What's the record you are going to edit? Click on that edit button, get the particular ID. What's the ID coming here? Matching record will be finding from the model and assigned to the variable students, and it will be return the view student edit page along with this variable values. You have to pass in the compact. It's very simple. Right. After that, we have to go in edit. We have two different function. One is edit, another one is update. Now here, first we have to look at the update function. Once the edit page, you are passing the record. After made the modification, we have to click update button. Then what happens is, you have to get two different arguments. One is your form record along with that ID. Right, form record along with this ID. So we have received both form record along with this ID. First, what is the things you have to do here is getting the ID, find the matching record from the model and loading here. After that, second one, I have to return the variable here input. Here second one, what are the record, if you have made the changes on the form, click on the edit button. What are the records you are receiving? You have to pass in here all the records. It will be passing the input field. Right. After that, you can see here the student. Okay, what is the ID is coming here. The matching record will be finding from the model and passing the student variable. So here it is here. You have to find that particular record from the model. You are calling the update method. After the what is the changes you have made it here, it will be passing to this variable which is an input variable. So you have to call it here. Right. Now what happens is your record is already exists in your database, so it will be updated. What are the changes you have made? It is coming here request variable. It is getting here all the records. We are assigned to the input variables. What are changes you have made? You have called it here. After that, you have called students update. The existing record will be updated. What is the changes you have made? That's the thing. It will be happen. After that, what happens is it's redirect to the index page. We are calling the redirect to the index page. Right. In the other hand, our thread generator tool, what does is the same thing. Here, the same thing. Here also the same two things. Here you can get two variables here, request and ID. Form record you are receiving here request along with the ID we are receiving. After the what happens is form records we are receiving here request all. After that, get the ID here, this ID here. What is the matching record will be calling the find method to finding from the model and assign to the student variable. After the what does is student variable here update is calling the update record. Here what is the changes you have made? It's coming to the request. It is passing the request data. You are passing here. Same thing. If you are calling student update, record will be updated and redirect to student's page along with the flash message. That's it. Very simple, right? Okay, the same codes, the thread generator also, but this code is very standard code. Okay, right. After that, the final function, which is a destroy method. What is the purpose of we are writing the destroy method? When you are deleting the record from the database, so we have to write the delete. So we have to write here as destroy. In Laravel, we have to write as destroy. This is a function which help you to delete the record. So when you click delete button, it getting the ID. ID is a primary key. So we have to get the ID here and passing to here. It's in the Laravel, there is a function which is a destroy. If you call the destroy, what's the ID coming here? The matching row will be deleted. If the ID is coming 1, the matching row, ID matching row will be deleted. So here it will be calling the destroy method and it delete via the model. After that, it return to the index page. The same thing here as well. Our thread generator tool also. Get the what is the ID, what is the record you are going to delete. If you click the delete button on the front end, it's getting the record and passing to the ID, receiving the ID here and calling the destroy method. It will be passing to the model and delete the record. The destroy method should be used to delete the record. After that, return to the admin folder student page. This is the simple difference. Okay, this is simple difference. I hope you understood the difference between our code and thread generator too. I'll see you in my next lecturing.